Pat Hughes along with Dan Petersen, the tournament director. And let's take a look at Eddie Elguera's run once again. A marvelous run it was. Here it is.
Here goes a really long sliding rock and roll. Right into the hip. Really tough maneuver. There's a sliding rock and roll fakie coming down backwards. Here's a kick turn.
I think I ought to learn some of these moves, Dan. I'd really knock them dead at the disco.
For sure. You got that kind of balance, you can almost do anything. Eddie just came on the scene really this year, and he just went right to the top. And here goes that Elguera frontside hand plant. Really good.
Isn't he incredible?
Yeah, he's locked up the competition easily here.
He's going to win $1,000 for his efforts.
Eddie's a real nice guy, though. He came down here, and he's really been a nice guy to be associated with. He's really easy going, doesn't give you any trouble. Really nice guy.
That's great. You know, we mentioned earlier that this is a nice facility, Dan, and it really is. Across the way, there are several youngsters practicing on the practice bowls, I guess you could call them. And there are too many people in the way. We really can't get a camera shot, but the bowls are, you know, longer, not quite as deep as the main bowl that we've been watching. But it's really kind of fascinating. Watch some of these youngsters, 11, 12 years old, get out and do their stuff. And that's where they really can learn on those smaller courses, I think.
Right. They work up and they learn their tricks usually on a bank wall, 45-degree wall, and then they work it into the pool. But we have skaters here at the park from about 4 years of age up.
Dan, we've got some roller skating coming up, and that is going to be on the Sports Channel when we come back, so stay with us. Welcome back to the Winchester SkatePark. These are the skateboarding and roller skating finals. This is Pat Hughes along with Eddie Elguera. And Eddie was the winner on the competition that we just saw on the Sports Channel, the skateboarding champ. And Eddie, how did you get so good?
Well, I practice about 4 hours a day and just learn a lot of tricks.
Now, you're from Lake Arrowhead, which is down in the San Bernardino Mountains. I guess you practice, though, in the city of San Bernardino. Is that right?
Yeah, I have to drive about 45 minutes to get to the skate park every day. So I stay there as much as I can.
You must really love it.
Yeah, I really do.
You practice 4 hours a day. You know, you made $1,000 here in this tournament. That's kind of nice for a guy still in high school, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
Eddie, nice job. How do you feel when you're out there? You know, what's going through your mind?
Well, it's when you make the finals, all the pressure's on you, and you just, you know, you get kind of nervous.
Now, when you're practicing, Dan Petersen here was saying that you really have come up with some original moves yourself. Do you think about it, or do you just sometimes, when you're practicing, you make a move and you say, hey, I kind of like that? How do you do that?
Well, I have a coach. His name's Dale Smith. He helps me, like, with a lot of my moves and stuff. So I have to give a lot of credit to him.
He must be a good coach because you're really magnificent. Thanks a lot, Eddie, for joining us here. Nice going.
You're welcome.
Okay, Eddie Elguera, the champion in the event that you just saw, the skateboarding finals. And we'll be back in a few minutes for something that might be even a little more wild, and that is the roller skating. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Electronics and data processing.
And looks like you're getting your picture taken right there, Dan.
Yeah. You know.
Dan, we mentioned earlier the other practice facilities here, and now we're going to take a look at those.
Right. We have about 7 or 8 different runs in our park. They're all lead-up runs to the pool, and we make sure all the kids, work their way up each run, to learn the maneuvers slowly, but really safe. And we do have a really good surface here for skateboarding.
How young are some of the practicers?
Down to 4 years of age, but our main clientele is about 10 to 12-year-olds at this park. We have a lot of good kids coming here, and they really practice hard, and a lot of them will probably be future pros.
Well, we're just getting ready to start the roller skating segment of our show today, and the roller skating, Dan, let's talk a little bit about that. Of course, they have a little more control without that board with them there.
Right.
And they can do some real amazing things.
Right, they can really do good aerial maneuvers because they don't have to bend down to grab anything. They can really get a lot of height off the wall. But the one factor that you have to remember is there's really no way to get off. When you fall in roller skates.
That is for sure.
They've learned how to, fall the safest ways, but they take a fall, they hit hard, but most of these guys get right back up and go again.
The beautiful new 1980.
Welcome back to the Winchester Skate Park. This is Pat Hughes along with the tournament director, Dan Petersen. And Dan, we sure saw some great action today, not only in the skateboarding, but also the roller skating.
Yeah, it was really a fine competition. The favorites turned out to win both events. Eddie Elguera winning the skateboarding and Duke Renee winning the roller skating. Fred Blood came in a close second in the roller skating though.
Really, I was amazed at the agility and the coordination of all the performers here today, and a marvelous facility, and the Sports Channel was very happy to cover this event.
Well, thanks a lot, Pat. We were really happy to have you here. We really needed the coverage.
Great, Dan. Thanks again, and nice job. Fun working with you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Pat.
So for Dan Petersen, this is Pat Hughes saying thanks very much for watching today, and goodbye from Winchester Skate Park. We'll see you.
The proceeding has been an exclusive presentation of the Sports Channel.